All right, so here the color is still needed, but I did the black Sharpie outline so you could really see my lines. And I really like the brown owl, so I'm just gonna have fun practicing drawing, and I'm gonna kind of just use what I have here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my crayons because I have them and I think they'll work great. So I'm just gonna pull out the colors that I need. So a brown, maybe a black. I might even use white. And I'm looking for my yellow, but I don't see it. So maybe I'll just use that one that I have there. So I'll use this for my yellow. Now I'm gonna just show you, make sure that you're taking your time using the point. It's a pencil grip. Brown's my big color. So I'm gonna go ahead and just color in my owl. Again, what I want to see when you're creating at home is that you take your time, you practice your drawing skills. What can you see? What shapes can you see? Use your pencil so that you can correct any mistakes that you make, because that's all part of art. And then add the color. And remember, if you go over once, go over again and press a little harder, and you'll get more a darker color. So you'll see where I went over it darker, it's darker, and there's some light brown over here, and that's important. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my branch brown. So if you could just watch, pay attention. Again, I know you know how to color, but I want to kind of just give you some other ideas. Of course, when you make your art, it's all about how you choose to do your art. Now, I put a little bit of brown here, but watch what happens when I put white on top. And I'm pressing hard. So no matter what bird you draw, or if you draw your own bird, if you're layering the crayons, you can get different looks with your crayons. Okay, let's do his face. So I see white. And you know the white's not really showing through as much because the background is that peach color, but I kind of like it. We're going to see how it turns out. So I'm going to make the owl darker as we go. So you're going to see that. So I start off light because I want to be nice and neat. There's brown. I see brown under his eyes. So I want my owl kind of to look like the one I see, just because I like it. And sometimes when you do something that you like somebody else, it's called copying, kind of. It's just a way to learn first before you do it on your own and make your own decisions more. It doesn't matter which way you work. You can do your own from the beginning, or you can try to create something that you see. It's how you learn about the materials. It's coming together. I really love it. So you notice I went darker here. I'm even going to go darker in the ears. Now watch this trick. I wanted my black because the black is what allows me to go even darker. Even though I'd use the Sharpie, I'm going to do some black crayon in there too. So maybe some black in here. To make it look more like wispy with the feathers. Okay. So birds are always fun to draw. I'm going to do some bark in here because they give you lots of fun shapes to work with. Okay, so that could be it. Now I could leave that as like that. I could do another drawing on the back. Or the other thing I was thinking of earlier is, could I also put like a frame around it? So I'm going to slowly take my black. Now, once you do something straight with color like this, you can't go backwards. So if you decide, oh, shoot, I wish I wouldn't have done that, well, you can't change it. The only thing you can do that with is pencil sometimes. So if you're going to make a decision, you're going to have to live with it. I don't mind that. You know what? I think I just might make it all black. So if you're going to color like Mrs. Miller is, I almost colored on my book, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to bring it down here because I need to go to the edges. Okay, so this is the color portion. right, these videos might get long, so you can also, you know, forward through them, fast forward through the parts that you just want to see, and then go from there. Now, there's one last thing I'm going to share with you. I'm going to take this red. Oops. I don't know if you just saw what I did, but I just filled in. Sorry, I didn't have it underneath the camera. I just filled in this border, but do you notice how thick this one is and this one's skinny? I think I need to fix that. Okay. Now that looks better. Now this, I'm just going to do a light color back there. Only because I just thought that it might look fun. So I put some red on top of the peach background. Now, if you guys remember, that whole background was watercolor, the peach color in the back. So there's one bird. I think I'm going to show you one more, a different kind of bird in the second video underneath the owl. See you soon.